So this was the whole thing. But just goes to show you that because we've done so much work on a relationship, because we know we're going to be okay. So we are okay to get mad at each other at that. But as long as we know that it's wrong and we fix it right away.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can sit there and look at the bad that could have happened. And that might make you feel a little bit better that that's all that happened. But you got to really think, are you sitting there spending your whole day, week, month feeling like the victim? If that's the case, you're not going to get very far. You're just going to continue building that story in your head. So do you ever envy those so-called hashtag couples goals?
Well, when you first fall in love with someone, you get butterflies every time you see them.
You lust them.
You're infatuated with them.
You want to be with them all the time, like best friends.
Do you want that to last forever?
Together, let's discover what it takes to say a massive yes to all the above through our topical discussions, our world-renowned guests that will help guide the way to a happier, sexier, and fun-loving relationship.
We're not doctors or therapists. We are just two normal individuals who have had many ups and downs in our 23-year relationship.
And counting.
We've amassed our own wisdom over the years, but we're still learning, just like you.
Nina and I believe you can have it all and still live your best lives, as long as you're willingly and consistently discover each other in new ways. And that right there is what the show is all about.
We're Nina.
And Roger.
And this is
The Henry Hill Show. Yeah, baby. Well, hello again and again and again. As you know, my name is Roger. And I'm here with my beautiful wife, Nina.
Again and again.
We are the Head Over Heels Show.
We are, baby, we are.
Episode 122.
We're excited.
There you go.
We're alive.
That's it.
And we're full of energy.
Full of energy. Full of energy. This morning, we decided to do a little cardio at home. And we had it's a nice bike. I don't remember where we got it. We got it from one of our listings back in the day.
It's an indoor bike.
Yeah, indoor bike. It's a
cardio bike. Cardio bike, yeah.
Anyways.
You should sweat your ass on that thing.
So we put it upstairs, and we are doing our cardio on that in the morning because, it's easier. And both of our asses hurt like a motherfucker. I don't know if you guys...
the reason why I don't do bike.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if any of you guys cycle or bike. How can you fix the soreness of the anus? Because I did an hour on that thing. And I was pumping quick, and your butt muscles are flexing and hugging that seat, and it hurts. It was to the point I'm glad I was at home because I grabbed like a pillow, like a big ass pillow, and put it on the seat, and that helped for the second half hour.
Well, thanks for telling me that. Now I'm going to use a pillow.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd hate to be the next person that has to lay their head on that pillow. If anybody comes to our house and we give you a pillow, smell it first.
Dude, never mind. I'm going to start taking pillow with me to the gym.
Pillow?
In case I have to go on the bike, yeah.
All right.
I'll just bike at the gym on the pillow. That's the reason why I don't do biking, because my ass hurts. It hurts.
Yeah.
After, this is the first time I've done it in years, and I can barely sit.
I know there's cycle pants that you can buy that has padding on them.
Really?
For your butts and stuff like that. But still, that seat is pretty narrow. And it's right up there.
I'm telling you.
Right up there.
Everything hurts.
If you're not wearing pants, I mean, that's a totally different bike ride.
Luckily you wore pants this morning.
Yeah, no kidding. I wore shorts, but oof.
My goodness, baby.
Pain, agony, ouch, ouch.
Hey, that's the price you pay for, staying fit.
That's it.
Trying to stay fit.
There you go.
And young.
So how was your week, baby?
Healthy. I'm happy and stress-free now, but it was pretty fucking stressful.
I gotta say, my love tank is kind of full. I mean, we had some fun, and we had a lot of, my love language is touch, so let's just say there's been a lot of touching.
And that is the reason why his love tank is full.
Exactly. But we went out on the weekend. We decided, we need a little date night. Plus, we celebrated a win, so we went out to have a drink.
That's right.
And it was a quick night. We went out, tried to dance, got a little bit too busy. And we just kind of like, let's have one more. We had one drink already, but let's have one more drink and we'll head out. So we did that and got home early.
We had our fun at home.
Yeah, kids were already asleep, luckily.
Which was more, which is why I wanted to actually, I wasn't vibing. We got there and I wasn't vibing
yeah, we
that
got
much.
home like before 1.
We got home at 12:30.
Yeah, dude, it was before 1.
We weren't vibing at all. We were there for like a little over an hour. And we're like, I'm not feeling the vibe today. Let's just go back home and have our own little dance thing at home. And we did. And it was so much fun. We had a couple of drinks at home, danced, and then we ended up eating whole big meal, which was amazing.
We had a lot of junk this weekend.
We had a lot of junk, period.
Bulking, baby.
But now we got to start cutting. We have to start cutting. That's why we're doing cardio. We got to do fast cardio in the morning. Both of us need to tone up a little bit. You know, spring is coming, summer's coming, bikini body's going to come out.
Uh-oh, my bikini body. If you guys want to see me in a bikini, by the way, there is a TikTok floating around there with a few million views where it's like one of those transition things where you know, something hits, boom, and you transition to different clothes. And I happen to be in the background and Nina changed to bikini and bang, I'm in a bikini too. So it was pretty funny. At least TikTok thinks so.
Well, it is. It's fun. It went viral, so
yeah.
I guess a lot of people think so.
So if you guys want to check it out, the link's in our bios for all of our socials and TikTok and Instagram, all that stuff. It'll be on there.
And
yeah,
that video went viral for a reason. So I want you guys to all check out that reason. It's a cute little reason. You won't be disappointed.
And I don't know where you guys are in the world, but here in Toronto, we got raped by Mother Nature. She had hit us hard with this massive snowfall. And we had like 3 of them in the past, month?
About 2 weeks.
Yeah.
3 in 2 weeks. Started middle to the end of February.
But this was the biggest one.
Bang.
But it's funny though. This is the weird thing about Toronto. I grew up in Ottawa. Ottawa, there's a heck of a lot more snow than what we get here in Toronto. And, you know, we got hit with the first snowfall. And then all of a sudden it got really nice. And everything melted. Like right down to the grass.
It was
no more snowbanks.
Yeah.
And then it snowed again. And that one was, I'd say, a good 60-70% melted.
Well, we had 2 to 3 days of 15 degrees.
Yeah. It just melted everything.
Which is insane.
Yeah, melted everything. And then also we got hit with this bad boy. And it's melting pretty quick. Actually, there's under the tree over there.
The bangs have gone down a lot.
No, but if you look under the tree over there, you can actually see grass.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. What a difference. So, anyhow.
A lot of snow.
There's a lot of flowing water. Yeah, we had to shovel that. And it's funny because I have my my snowblower in my shed in the backyard. I don't mind shoveling snow. Neither does Nina. Doesn't mind the exercise.
Cardio. Yeah. We love it.
But sometimes that snow is heavy as fuck. Or there's way too much. And I said to myself, okay, well, I got to go. Because I was too lazy to go out there and try and start the thing. I haven't started it in 3 years. Because we haven't had big snowfalls. And it's in the back corner of my yard. So if we have a big ass snowfall, it's snowed in.
And it's snowed in for the past 2 weeks?
So I decided, you know what, it was heavy snow. So I said, I'm going to go try. So I dug my way into the shed and put gas in the thing and everything and tried to start it. And the switch didn't work. So I'm like, okay, I'll pull the rope. And I look in the back and I guess I tried that before and I pulled the rope right off.
Oh, nice.
So there was no rope in the back for me to pull. Right. So I said, funk it. We're just going to shovel this snow ourselves. And we did.
We did.
It was a good shoveling.
An hour and a half for me, for both of us, of just shoveling really heavy, thick snow. So hey, it was fun. It took away some of the stress of the week.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to come up with, the stress of the week. So when Nina mentioned she had a stressful week, we got, I'd say, almost like violated.
I think
one day.
I felt that way.
Yeah. So
I felt violated.
Here's the story. I'm sitting there. We're doing some shopping. Or no, sorry. We went to the gym.
To make the long story longer.
Exactly.
Well, I think we should tell the whole story. You know why? Because I think this is very relatable to couples. Every couple goes through things like this. And from just telling the story to two different people, they all said, "Oh, happened to us, happened to so and so." Like, It's very relatable. And I think
And
we should talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially the way we handled it, because, we were pretty upset at each other. Like, I mean, upset at each other.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we woke up in the morning to Nina's phone not working. The screen was just black. Couldn't figure out how to fix it. Called Apple, blah, 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 blah. The Apple got us to do a few things, and it didn't work. So then they set us an appointment, and they said the soonest appointment would be at this mall, which is not too far from our gym. So we said, all right, let's go. We went to the gym, worked out, then went to Apple, and we were there a little bit early. So we walk in, and I see Pierce earring place, and I'm like, you know what? She's been telling me I've had my left ear pierced since I was like 14, and she's been trying to get me to wear earrings in it. And I have a couple times, but I feel weird not having the other side.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I want both of them.
Yeah, so I said I might as well do that. Kill two birds with one stone. But they didn't have any room for me. I had to wait a little bit. So we went to get your phone fixed, and it was nothing. The girl just touched fucking 3 buttons, and it's on. I'm like, damn, we could have saved this whole trip.
Yeah.
So we come back, and instead of leaving, we had a little bit of time before getting my ear pierced. So we decided to go into a store. And Nina grabbed a shitload of stuff that she wanted to try on, which is normal. And, while you're doing that, you say, here, grab my phone and my wallet. There's nowhere for me to put it here. Yeah, so I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I had lots of clothes to try on.
Yeah, I'm wearing gym clothes. So I got this sweater, like zip-up sweater, with a pretty deep pocket in it. So there's no worry about the wallet falling out or anything like that. And anyway, so I'm holding all the stuff that she's tried on, and then she asked me to go find her a new size, a different size and something. So I left with all this stuff in my hand, and this woman walks past me really quickly and like right in front of me, like right into me. And I'm like, what? And I kind of look back. I'm like, what the hell is that about? There's so much room. Why did you have to walk right into me? And I went upstairs, looked for the thing, and then Nina came to join me to try and find the other size of that shirt because we couldn't find it. For some reason, I just checked my side pocket. I'm like, Nina, did you happen to take your wallet? And then that's when the shit hit fan. You lost your shit. No.
Because I knew you lost it.
It was gone.
And my heart just dropped.
Yeah. And I know there was no way it fell out of my pocket because it was so deep. So that woman, when she walked by me, she saw that wallet sticking, like the butt end of it sticking out of my wallet, my thing. And it was a woman's wallet. It was a big Louis Vuitton. Like, she saw an opportunity and took it. I'm sure that's what she's there for. She's probably a professional pickpocket because I didn't feel a damn thing. And she was pretty quick. So that's it. We got pickpocketed in the mall. It just happened to be when I have the goddamn wallet. It couldn't have happened to Nina in her purse. Couldn't have happened, putting it on a table. It had to be in my person. It had to be on my pocket for all hell to break loose. Yeah, mommy didn't like me too much that day.
No, I did not. The reason why I didn't like him, there's so many things in that wallet that were so sentimental to me and close to my heart, and I've had them in there for years. And
the weird thing is you were going
I never used that wallet.
You were going through the wallet when we were driving in the car. We're rehashing. I could see her face just kind of twisting. But she was going through the wallet, and she was like, oh, remember this picture you sent me, a little note on the back? Remember this?
When you first met.
Yeah, all these kind of things were in there. And she never takes this wallet anywhere. I don't know.
I never do. Yeah. The reason why I took it with me, because I said, okay, we're going to go run in and out, because we had other things to do all day. It run in and out, and it had Apple gift cards in my wallet, because I was going to buy some Apple products from there while we were waiting for my phone to be fixed. And other gift cards that I had for different other stores that I was going to just go through and pick up a book for there's a few things that I want to do. But so I said, you know what, hell with it. I just grabbed my wallet instead of going through everything, because we had just parked the car. So I just took the wallet with me. The reason why my day was bad was because I was blaming myself. What if? Why did I take the wallet out?
You're blaming me.
Yeah, but I get upset at you because I was so mad at myself. And who do I take it out on? You. So I wanted you to take that pain away from me. I was so upset. I was, like you said, I felt violated. I felt sick to my stomach. Like, even when I was judging you, when I was looking at you in a weird way and all these thoughts going through my head, I felt bad doing it. I felt bad because I knew it was wrong.
Yeah.
I knew I loved you so much and I should not be feeling this way. I shouldn't have these thoughts in my mind. I'm not kidding. I was
and nothing was working.
I fucking want to kill him. In my mind, I'm like, why am I thinking like the two brains are fighting? Why am I thinking like this? What the fuck? It's just a wallet. No, it's not just a wallet. Why the fuck would, and all these things.
Yeah, you're creating all kinds of stories to make you more mad.
Yes. So both brains were fighting with each other. And that's why I got home and I said, I just want to sleep this off. Yeah. I just wanted to sleep it off. I wanted to go to bed and not think about it.
I had a bunch of appointments, so it was perfect for me.
Yeah, he went out, whatever. The kids came home and I explained to them what it was and they both felt really bad. And I said, listen, I'm so sorry, but I can't hide my emotions. I can't have these damn feelings that I'm having. And they were very negative to the point that I made myself sick for the next couple of days. Like inside, I was ill. Yeah. I had some sort of like all kinds of weird pains and aches in my stomach and my back. It's just like because I was thinking sick thoughts, negative thoughts. I made my internal body sick. We
tried to go to like security and ask them to, if we could see a video or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they didn't have access to it. We'd have to call this number, blah, blah, blah. And the number doesn't work. And and there's even a police station in the thing. So we went down there and said, to see what they can do. And they couldn't do anything. So we're like, all right. To me, I chalked it up. All right, it's gone. It sucks because there was money in there. There's
lots of money in there.
Lots of stuff in their cards, all that kind of stuff. And
there's sentimental things in there. That's what my heart was broken for.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I was just sitting there thinking of all these things. But I also thought, like, and I guess the reason why we bring it up is I'm wondering. I know it happens to a lot of people, but where does your mind go? How do you handle it? How do you, fight it? Because I mean, it could have happened to Nina putting it in her pocket and get stolen, but because it happened in my pocket, it became my issue.
Yeah.
My fuck up.
I blamed you because I blamed myself first, but I was like, why would I do this? Why would I take it out?
And I felt really bad. I felt really bad because I saw you crying and all that stuff. I felt really bad for you, but at the same time, I was pissed at you for being mad at me. And I'm like, listen, it happened. And then I started thinking of other things. I'm like, when I turned around and I looked at that girl, what if I would have seen the wallet in her hand or caught on that that's what it was? Because in my head, I'm in my gym clothes. There's nothing for this girl to take on me. Yeah, I completely forgot that I had your phone.
You didn't think that you had my phone.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch of clothes in my arm.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that you want to buy.
It makes sense because you're occupied looking for that shirt for me. You're not thinking of the wallet.
So, and that person was like, there was so much room. It just happened to be between two racks and she had to come close to me, but you could have walked around the rack easily. There was nobody there. So to me, I was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Thinking, that was rude or what's your problem kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if I would have seen her and went up and did something like, let's say, like, I mean, if it was a guy, I would have probably swept his legs and put my knee on him and just kind of grabbed the wallet out of him. Would I have done the same thing for a girl? Maybe. I don't know. Just kind of not hurt them. Just kind of
touched a woman. Like
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not about touch the woman, but I just wanted to put the situation down.
Yeah.
So that nothing happens. But what if there was a friend with her, a guy or something like that, and the guy turns around, stabs me in the neck, and runs away or some shit like that?
Yeah, like your mind goes to
because we're in a mall. I mean, all kinds of stuff happens in malls, shootings, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, all the steps that went through today, that's why we started at the beginning kind of thing. All the steps that went through, the Apple could have fixed your phone while I was talking to them on the phone.
This morning, yeah.
I just didn't understand everything that they were saying. And, there was just two buttons I had to press and the side button and it would have reset. So that would have fixed our whole problem. I would never went to the mall. You were going through the wallet, sentimental things, talking about this and blah, 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 blah. And you take it in. Even my thought when we went to Apple Store, I'm like, yeah, you got all those things. I need some earbuds. I lost one of them. I might as well get a pair of earbuds. And we didn't end up doing that.
You didn't buy it. And I didn't even buy the charger for Angeli with a gift card. There's so many things that we were supposed to do. We didn't do it.
And we didn't do it. So to me, the way I look at it is that wallet meant to get stolen.
Yeah.
It meant to get stolen. Because I'm telling you, I had that thing in my pocket for a span of maybe 15 minutes. Like she gave it to me. I'm in the change room. Yeah. And when she told me to go get the thing, I went upstairs and you came right after you were finished changing to come look for that other shirt. That other shirt because I didn't know where she got it. And so that happened in a very, very quick amount of time.
Yeah.
So to me, every single penny that was in that wallet, that person needed.
Yeah. Well, we're hoping. It
went to something that
we're
person
hoping
did.
to God, to universe, to the greater powers that
I feel like I just gave charity. I just gave charity.
Yeah, lots of it.
It sucks that some sentimental stuff were in there, and it had to happen in a way that hurt us. But at that time, I was looking at all these scenarios, and I'm like, we're extremely lucky that that's all it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're extremely lucky that, nobody was hurt, that all was taken was just a wallet that you barely use.
I never use it. It's always in my purse, but I never take it out. I don't know why. I guess it's, whatever it is. But I just hope that that person that found it, we tried after 24 hours. I tried to switch it around because I was sick for 24 hours to my stomach. I tried to turn it all around saying, okay, maybe try to change a negative thought to a positive. Maybe that person really needed that money for their family or for something. That's why they got. I didn't need it. They did. So they did it. So I'm leaving it at that.
Absolutely.
Now back to our relationship and how we dealt with this and why I thought it was relatable too. Because first of all, these things happen to every couple. We always judge the other person. We always throw the blame and say, you fucked up and I didn't. And it's always like that competition. And these things happen between couples. And the quicker and the faster we recognize them and we realize that we are wrong, the better it is. Like, I loved it. I was just listening to you. You said to me, I felt really, really, really bad for you. You were crying. But at the same time, I was like, well, what the fuck? I feel bad for myself too. You're making me feel like shit. Yeah. And I was the same way. I was feeling like I wanted to give him shit.
Oh, yeah, you were looking at me with disgust.
But in my heart was like breaking inside. I was like, I hate the feelings that I'm protruding right now onto him. Like, I hated those feelings. I did not want to feel that way. I did not want to show you that way. But for some reason, I could not hold it back. I could not hold it in, Roger.
If I would have got hit by a car that day, you would have been like, fucker deserved it.
No, but that's not true though. But that's not true. And the reason why I said that, as soon as you got home, you showered and you took off. You had appointments. Yeah. As if you're gone, I'm like, please, God, please, whatever's up there, let me fall asleep. I don't want to think about nothing because I know I'm going to sit here and have bad thoughts. And sure enough, I got out, woke up, you weren't home. And I'm like to myself, well, what the fuck if something happens to him right now? And I was judging him and I was feeling all these bad negative thoughts. Like, I was feeling so bad the whole time. But I couldn't stop myself from feeling those emotions, which were like, I wanted to kill you.
Yeah,
how the fuck would you lose my wallet?
Yeah.
I like to think that I don't lose anything. And then when I do, it's meant for me. I get it back right away.
You normally blame it on me.
Because I don't. So this was the whole thing. But just goes to show you that because we've done so much work on a relationship, because we know we're going to be okay. So we are okay to get mad at each other at that. But as long as we know that it's wrong and we fix it right away.
Yeah. I mean, you can sit there and look at the bad that could have happened. And that might make you feel a little bit better that that's all that happened. But you got to really think, are you sitting there spending your whole day, week, month feeling like the victim? If that's the case, you're not going to get very far. You're just going to continue building that story in your head and hate on your spouse or whoever the hell happened to be so lucky enough to be holding the fucking thing when it gets stolen. It's my luck.
You guys should have seen that look on his face. We need to start recording this like on a video form so people can see your face when you're talking to me like this.
But yeah, I mean, you got to sit there and look. It sounds cliche and stupid, but look at the bright side. Yeah, that happened, but you're still around.
Dude, we were in good health and bad, and we're in sickness and health how it's good. Yeah. We're in sickness and health, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer. Yeah. I'm with you for life. So this here is just another day in our life. No, I wouldn't even call it an obstacle. It's just a day in our life.
Yeah.
Our life consists of these things. This is life. We have to have pain. We have to have suffering.
Absolutely.
We have to have enjoyment. These are all things that we have in life.
As we're saying that, we're sitting there in our recording this podcast, and I can see my kitchen. My kitchen's floors are all ripped up. Half of my kitchen's ripped out because we had a little bit of a flood a little while back. And we're having trouble getting the contractors to give the insurance a proper quote so we can figure out what we're dealing with. So it's been, how long now? Months?
January. Yeah. It's over 6 weeks now. It's stressful as hell.
Yeah, it's very stressful. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, but I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful kitchen. Yeah, it's a little fucked up right now, but I have that. And I'm extremely proud of myself for what I have. compared to what I grew up with.
And I'm grateful.
And the same thing with you.
Yeah.
And these are all things that you can wish for more, wish for more, wish for more. That's great. It's exciting to want more and have goals and have things to strive for and all that stuff. But every once in a while, you got to sit back and look and like, holy shit, look what I got so far.
Yeah.
Look at how I did. Look at what's around me. And no matter what it is, even if you don't own a house, you're renting, whatever the heck it is, you have something to be proud of. You're alive. You're around. You got maybe a girlfriend, a kid, or parents.
Just acknowledge the fact that you are, you're here. In fact, that you acknowledge the fact that you have this growth. Like you said,
you have something to listen to this podcast on.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you got things to be grateful for.
There was a video on today. You're talking about this subject because there was a video on that I posted on Instagram today. It was about a podcaster. He's a motivational speaker. He was asking this couple. He's like, "Let me ask you, if I give you $1 million, what would you say?" He's like, the husband's like, "I'd be grateful."
Yeah.
He say, "Thank you very much." He's like, "What about you, Diane? What would you?" She goes, "Yeah, I'd be very happy too." He's like, "What about 10 million?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Would you like $10 million tomorrow morning?" She goes, "Yeah." He's like, "But what if I tell you I'll give you 10 million, but you can't wake up tomorrow? Would you still want the 10 million?
No, what's the point?
That's what he said. He's like, "This is what I mean. So why don't you wake up in the morning and say, this is worth more than $10 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you think about it every day. Just to wake up in the morning, there's no price to put on there.
Absolutely.
There's no billions, there's no trillion amount of money will be worth the breath that we take, the moment that we wake up and be with our kids, or,
And you need these moments of like kind of motivational stuff because our minds are fucked up, man. They just tell us the stupidest shit constantly over and over and over again, telling you the worst things that you want to hear because who you hardest on? You're hardest on yourself more than anybody else.
Absolutely, 100%.
So you need these little hits of like motivation for yourself, whether it's listening to podcasts, whether it's, dreaming about, your next steps in life or your, what your family's
on
going to
Instagram and following my stories. I'll motivate the fuck out of you. Yeah. But it's true though.
Yeah. But you need like we're setting up something now in our room where we had some old nice picture frames and stuff like that. And we have a wall that just has nothing on it right in our bedroom. Every morning we wake up when we get up and it's there. So instead of getting artwork or paint or whatever, or mirrors or whatever it is, we decided we're going to put it in those frames, kind of like our goals.
Well, growth. It's more like a growth settings, like a
whatever
vision board, but more of like a growth
like
board.
You want to write a book. You put on there that you've got a #1 bestseller, blah, blah, blah. That's up there. Yeah. So that you see that every day and say that could happen. That could be me. That could be my book. That could be my story. And that'll motivate you throughout the day. I'm like, oh, maybe I should write something. Oh yeah, I got this. I remember this thing that happened when I was young. Oh yeah, I gotta put that in my book. And you just kind of jot these things down, or tell it to your recorder, or whichever way you do it.
You're manifesting pretty much. You're manifesting your dream life and how you want it to be, and it's not just like for future, like this now as you're growing, as you're moving, living. Like I don't want to just talk about we're doing this for our future. We're manifesting for the. No, I'm manifesting as we're going along. Like every year we set. Our growth goals, and we say this is what we want to be, where we want to be at physically, spiritually, financially. Yeah. Some of them are harder to achieve a lot of times, but like every year you have to set a new one.
We could do an episode on that kind of stuff coming because we've hit that a lot.
Yeah,
and it is something that needs to be talked about every once in a while. Different ways to motivate yourself. And I know a lot of you guys know how to motivate yourself, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do all the time. So when you hear stuff like, us talking about it, then it's in your brain again and you're sitting there thinking, okay, maybe I should try this or maybe I should try that. So, like I said, this whole wallet thing could have really, really fucked us up for weeks and weeks. I still get upset when I think about it. It's just one of those things. It's like
it's out of your control.
Yeah, it's out of your control. It's not a big deal. You're not. You're not
Everything's
suffering.
Everything's replaced. I got all the cards replaced. The wallet, I don't care for it.
Yeah, I mean it was an expensive wallet, but we bought it 15 years ago or whatever it was. So it's paid its purpose.
Yes.
And now somebody else is benefiting from what was in it more than we were, hopefully.
It's funny because when I called to cancel one of my credit cards, the gentleman on the other end was asking me questions, and he's like, well, what happened? I said, well, I lost it in the mall, and I was changing my gear to my husband. He's like, damn. He's like, yeah, we're stupid husbands. Like, I can't tell you the amount of times my wife relied on me and had to be disappointed because I lost things or I misplaced things or I didn't. He's like, we just think differently as men. And he put more fucking gasoline on the fire. I'm like, why do you have to tell me this? I already know. I had all these thoughts in my head about who you were at that moment. So I don't want to. Anyway, but that was a funny part because like that added to my fuel about how upset I was because my head, you fucked up. But
damn credit card dude.
But to go back to what I was saying, the reason why we want to talk about this story, because I know it's relatable to all of you guys, and I know these things have happened to you in your relationship. But I also
things up over too much over it.
But I also wanted to say, like, listen, this is the commitment we made 25 years ago to each other. Like I said, really, in sickness and in health, in good or bad, in richer or poorer. Like, I'm with you and I'm willing to work on everything that we go through together. Yes, I'm going to get upset.
Even with all my fuck ups.
Yes. But I know you're an amazing human being. I'm not going to hold that against you and like fucking resent you. And because that's what happens. If you continue arguing about it, talking, negative thoughts keep coming, negative feelings keep coming. I'm going to keep pushing you away. And then before you know it, I'm going to resent you. Before you know it, I'm not going to want to be around you. Yeah. Before you know it, we're fucking divorced. Like, this is how it should happen.
And it's one of those things. I've lost my wallet twice. One time I thought it was gone. It was in an Uber. And a couple days later, we end up getting a Facebook message from this young girl that says, oh, I found your wallet in an Uber. I'm like, what the hell? Which was funny because we took the Uber on a Friday. She called us on the Monday or messaged us on the Monday. And I said, oh, when did you take the Uber? When did you find it? She goes, Sunday night. And I'm like, oh, shit, that was in his back seat for 2 days. Nobody found it.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't working that much after us. But anyway, she called. She messaged us on there. And we picked up the wallet and, gave her a little reward and offered to take her out to dinner. But I guess she was a little freaked out because she was, young girl in her 20s. And anyways, we just kind of got my wallet back. And then another time in a nightclub, it fell and somebody found it and it fell out of my jacket.
At that time, for sure, I thought you lost it. Yeah. It was gone. Yeah. And you found it. But mine hasn't appeared. It's been almost a week.
But she did get a call because we went to security, put our name down. And the guy didn't write anything. He just wrote your name and number. So that's why he didn't put purse stolen or a wallet stolen, whatever. He just did that.
When I saw the security mall number appear on my phone, I was so happy. I'm like, oh my God.
But he called to say that they found a phone and he thought that, he saw her name and number, so he figured he'd give her a call. But it wasn't that. It was
long story short.
Yeah.
The wallet's gone. The money's gone. I don't give a shit. You're still here. I'm still here. You're intact. I didn't cut no piece of any piece of you.
Our marriage is still intact. We're good. I'm not gone. I'm not buried. I'm not missing like the wallet.
Yes. And we're all good. We're always going to be good, baby.
Absolutely.
And that's why I'm going to say, I wish you what we have.
Yeah, baby.
If you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, please hit subscribe and give us a 5-star rating on whichever platform you're tuning in from.
It means the world to us to have your support on our show in this little mini way.
You can also stalk us on Instagram at Head Over Heels Show for more juicy stuff.
If you have any questions, send them via email at us@hohshow.com or DM us on socials.
Thank you for having us between your ears. And as always, we wish you what we have.